Hi, and welcome back. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the goals of level design, what we hope to achieve as level designers. First, let's put together a working definition of what we mean by level design. Level design is the process used to create emotionally satisfying atomic experiences using a pre-existing game design. That's quite a mouthful, so let's see if we can unpack that a little bit. First off, let's take a look at the idea of an emotionally satisfying experience. What do we mean by emotions? With games, the principal emotion that we often find ourselves trying to create is simply that of success or victory. And indeed, challenge is one of the primary means we use to create an emotional response. However, in video games, we can also have other emotions. We can have fear, hope, humor, melancholy or sadness, anger, mindfulness, and wonder. These are all the emotions and many more that we have on our palette and we can use as level designers. And indeed, the context in which we create these emotions can be very different. There are games out there that satisfy a quick dopamine rush in a 3-minute break from work. And there are games that take 60 or 70 hours to complete and run the gamut of emotions. Our goal as level designers is to define the emotions we hope to achieve and use design to create them. So what about narratives? You may say that the primary goal of level design is to tell a story. And principally, I agree with you. There are many stories that we can tell, and many of them can be quite profound. And we will be talking about the different ways that level design can leverage narrative. But in my experience, I would argue that narrative is simply another tool that we can use to create that emotional response. And ultimately, that emotional response is what we're hoping to achieve. So let's keep those emotional goals in mind. Next, let's consider the term atomic. What do we mean by an atomic experience? Levels are singular experiences. However, they exist within the context of a greater game. And often, you'll have a level that references everything that's happened before that level, and possibly even those that happen afterwards. And a level must provide an experience unto itself, or there's no reason for that level to exist. So we'll be taking a look at what experiences we can create within the confines of a level, while at the same time keeping in mind that our level exists within the context of a greater game. The last thing I want to point out from our working definition is that levels use a pre-existing game design. Now, this is a critical point. As level designers, we generally are not the people who are creating new mechanics. That responsibility lies with game designers. And in the next video, we'll be taking a closer look at the difference between a level designer and a game designer. So we'll see you there.